What is going on, my fellow YouTubers? Jay here from Maji. And Jay, today after a couple of weeks I'm coming with a replica unboxing that I really don't know exactly if it is a replica or not. That's why the title of this video says mystery, because iBaby sent me this package, but even he forgot exactly what he sent. I know that we had a conversation about, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. He said that the Samsung Galaxy A9 replica was going to come out, and that also I was going to get a Samsung Galaxy S7 for the first time with a fingerprint scanner. So yes, I'm suspecting that it has the MTK6735. It comes with 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, and so on and so forth. But again, I cannot confirm it. So here we're going to go ahead and without further ado open the package and see exactly what we got inside. It came with a DHL. So according to the tracking, after I checked it, because this one came by surprise, I wasn't expecting it. It only took about 4 days, so it was a little bit faster than average. So here inside, as usual, we have another box, and this one only says the tracking information on here. So let me pop this open from the sides. And I think I already need a knife, a new one, or at least a new blade. This thing is getting harder to cut by the day. This is the original one ever since I got it. So let's go ahead and check here what we got exactly. There we go. Let's open the other side. Now, if I do have the Samsung Galaxy A9, it has been released now for about 3 months, and it's a big device. I believe it measures about 6 inches. So the first one we got here is the Samsung Galaxy A9 replica, and we can see that even from the box, it is a one-to-one box, so this is very cool. Now in this video, we're not going to get much into the hands-on. We're just going to do some brief unboxings and maybe some brief operating system looks and stuff like that, because we really don't have a lot of time to complete it. Otherwise, this video will last about 25 minutes. So inside of the box here, we got nothing else. Let me just double check that. I did see here a little note. I'm not exactly sure what this is. And yes, it's some sort of, I would say barcodes. I think this is for the box in case I want to seal them. And we can see that it is wrapped, but it's not really professionally wrapped. There's a lot of imperfections around here. So let me just go ahead and pop this open. And again, guys, I do apologize if I'm going like in a little fast mode. That's because I don't want this video to last, I would say, more than 11 minutes. So that way you guys don't get bored. And yes, wow, this thing is huge. Look at this replica, guys. This is a very well made, and surprisingly, it came on already. Wow. I mean, you even saw me opening this package. I didn't cut it, or at least I'm not cutting the video. So you can see that this thing came already powered on, and it seems to have almost a full battery. So this is huge. It has a 6-inch LCD display. It has a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels. And to be quite honest, I haven't studied the original much, so I really can't say if the original has a 720p or maybe a 1080p. I'm assuming that this is a Samsung budget phone, so I think the original comes with a 1080p display, Super AMOLED, but this is not a Super AMOLED display. This is just a regular LCD display. It is a one glass solution, so that helps a little bit with the viewing angles, and you can see the colors are okay. They're a little bit washed out, but I think that has to do more with the operating system. I can tell already that it comes with the Play Store. Let me see here, the processor in this one, I think it is the MTK 6780 or 6580, excuse me, and I think it's going to have the Android Lollipop 5.0. Let's go here into about device. So it's going to say the 6.0.1, but it's actually the Lollipop, as you guys can see. So I was correct on that. On the bottom here, we got the menu key and also the back key, which I think they are covered, or maybe they're not coming on as of right now. Okay, guys, so here we have the Play Store. It is currently fully functional. I didn't have any issues logging in. And now let's search for that Antutu app. So there we go. And again, this is only to confirm the information to see exactly what we got inside this unit. Now keep in mind that this could have also been faked. We know that the Chinese have tricked us plenty of times where the specifications are not exactly what they are mentioning. And now let's go here into information. Hopefully it's going to give it to me. And there we go, guys. This is the model, and the brand is Alps. It has the supposedly Android 6.0.1, but we know that's fake. It comes with the MTK 6580, the Mali 400, the resolution is 720p. The rear facing camera is a true 8 megapixel sensor, and it is a 32-bit processor according to this. So I just want to continue scrolling down to confirm the operating system, and yes, this is the Android Lollipop because it has the Android SDK version 22 For the real Android Marshmallow, it would be the 23. So this is Android Lollipop, which is still okay. I mean, it's not super outdated. So far, I can say that this replica seems very good. Of course, I will have to test it and give you guys my review shortly. It might take about a week or so I can thoroughly test it. So now that we know what the Samsung Galaxy A9 is all about, let me go ahead and set the phone aside, and now we're going to check what else comes inside of the box. We got here the manuals. There is the model number. These seem to be quite generic. It has the Samsung logo on the bottom side. We have the USB cable. This is just the standard micro USB. We also have the earphones. And finally, we got the wall charger. This is a 5 volt 1 amp charger, so it's not going to be anything fancy here. It does look exactly the same as the original. On the top, you got the Samsung logo and such. So there we have it for the accessories. So now let me go ahead and set all this aside and jump here into the S7 because I want to test that fingerprint reader. So here we go. Alrighty guys, so even though the Samsung Galaxy A9 is truly the main event here, I'm just gonna go ahead and just take your curiosity away by opening here the box of the Samsung Galaxy S7 replica. You can see that it is claiming to be the 32GB model, but in reality we're only going to have 16GB inside. This model comes with 2GB of RAM. It has a real fingerprint scanner or reader, if you want to call it that way. So we can see that the box all the way around is a 1-to-1 box. So here we got some of the fixed specifications. We're not going to have the octa-core processor. It is also not going to have the 4GB of RAM and so on. And most definitely it's not going to be IP68 certified. That's absolutely fake. So they don't even try or don't even trust this underwater. And we have seen those tests before. I did it with my previous replica. And here we have the phone. So taking it out of the wrapper, we're going to see that this is the golden color version. Okay, and it does have the curved glass on the back. We do have there a 13 megapixel sensor. We also have a real heart rate monitor right here. We got the LED flash, the Samsung logo, and towards the bottom is plain. On the right hand side we got the power key. On the bottom side we have the loudspeaker, the microphone, the charging port, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left hand side we got the volume rockers up and down. On the top you have here the SIM tray. We also have the secondary microphone, but I think that's fake. We do have the Samsung logo there in the front, together with the proximity and light sensor, the ear speaker, and the front-facing camera. We have the menu key, the home key, and also the back key, which is covered by this sticker. Okay, so on the front we have a 5.1-inch display this time, and yeah, it looks pretty average to me. It doesn't seem like a super high-quality display, but it does the job. I believe that the Samsung Galaxy A9 goes for about $120, and this one here goes for about $160. So they are quite cheap compared to the original product. Okay, so now that we know what this phone looks like, let's go ahead and check all the contents inside. We do have a divider here, which is made of plastic. We also have some manuals and stuff, which I'm pretty sure is all generic, and a copy and paste of the original. We have the USB, the micro USB cable, very standard. We have the earphones. They do have the Samsung logo and the wall charger. So again guys, this is all very generic. I mean, on their side the internals are going to be made of cheaper quality than the original, of course. This is not a fast charger either. So there we have it for the accessories. And now let me go ahead and set everything aside so that we can power it on and see if the fingerprint scanner is truly working or not. Okay, so after charging it for about 10 minutes, I got a power here, so that's great. We see already the Samsung Galaxy S7 logo, powered by Android, very common. Alright, nothing changes there. This reminds me of the first replica that I had before. And there we have the finalized logo, which is Samsung. And I already powered on, and I did like the lights on the bottom for the soft touch keys. They do light up very nicely. It looks a very nice high quality, I would say. The frame is also made of aluminum, keep that in mind. I believe this one comes with the Mali 450, if I'm not mistaken. And it does have the MTK6735. It has the Android Lollipop 5.0. Okay, and here we have the lock screen. We can already see that this is exactly the same as the original product. We do have the time, we also have the dates. We have some toggles on the bottom side, but for now let's go ahead and unlock it. And here is the operating system. So far behaving very snappy, but we don't have a lot of applications on here. We do have Flipboard included. And this is what I was mentioning before, that the menu key and the back key, they do light up very nicely, and they are actually very bright, which is really nice. Now let's go ahead and focus here on the fingerprint scanner for now. So on the review video, I will talk about everything else. I just want to confirm that fingerprint. To get to the fingerprint scanner part, you need to go to lock screen and security. Then you go here to screen lock mode, and we go into fingerprint. And now this is where we're going to add it. So right now I just started to do it. So far it seems to be working. Let me just check that out. We need to leave it for a few seconds before it starts reading it. There we go. This one seems to be a little bit slower than average. Maybe it's because of the UI. So now we are able here to select the pin. Let me just select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. There we go. Possibly a letter. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a letter. So it should be able to work. Let's go here, show all content, next, and I think we have it on fingerprint scanner mode. Okay, so now here we have the lock screen. Let me go ahead and set up my fingerprint. There we go. It is working perfectly well. I'm not having any issues whatsoever, which is definitely great. So let me see if we can do it from the screen locked, and no, we cannot. So let's do it here with the screen on, and yes guys, it is working perfectly well. So we do have a fingerprint scanner on this device, which is definitely great. This is the camera. It's about average, I would say. Nothing too crazy, nothing to really brag about. The autofocus seems to be a little bit off. And now before we go, let's go ahead and confirm here one more thing, and that's going to be the RAM on this replica. Let's go here into settings. We scroll all the way to the bottom where it says memory, and this should give us the RAM. And yes guys, it is currently fake. This is not a 4 GB RAM device, only 2 GB, so the information has been faked, I would say quite a bunch on this product. Okay, so now we have completed the unboxing of these two replicas, and as always, if you guys do have any questions, you know exactly what to do. Just leave your comment below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.